Okay, hi kids. Welcome back to Fishing Hour. Here we are out on Birch Lake, somewhere in Ontario. Can't give the destination. It's a very secret place now. We've learned a lot on this lake. And this morning we're going to give you a real treat. We're going to show you how a shore lunch is prepared. And first of all, I'm going to go over here to the fella known as the Rookie, and you'll see he's grabbing small rocks. He's picking up small rocks to bring over to make our fire pit. And yeah, if he can lift them, they're probably coming over. But whoa, that one's a pretty big one. I don't know if we need them that big, but why not? So while that's going on over there, we're just going to go over and visit Kyle here. And you'll see there's only one or two people in the group with this special talent, and he is filleting the fish, making sure that there's no bones that could possibly choke another original or veteran or rookie on the trip. And so
he is questionable.
The which what?
The rookie is questionable.
Oh, yeah, he can have a bone or two.
Yeah.
They can't choke on a fish bone or two, you know. All right. Now, meanwhile, up at the top of the little rocky shoal that the fishermen have found, they are preparing a bonfire pit. And you know how the rocks, or notice how the rocks have been strategically placed around the pit to shade it from wind. We've got an awfully dry forest here, folks. Anything could happen. All you need is a spark to end up in that bush, and suddenly part of beautiful nature Canada is lost forever. So these rocks are properly positioned in such a manner that we will shade our fire from the forest behind here. But there's a second reason for this, folks. You're going to be putting a very hot pan on there, and you want to have something nice and level to be able to set your pan upon. And we're going to just take a commercial break here, and we'll be back with you shortly. Thanks very much. Okay, folks, I want you to have a look at the Rookie over here. He is going and looking for a rock way past the borderline. This is where Rookie usually slips into the water by accident. Beautiful nature out here. Birch Lake, Ontario. Secret location. We'll tell you it's in the north. That's it. Now, let's go back here, have a look. Sorry, I had to turn that off for a second here. We're going back to air. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're on again. Oh my God, folks. Look at what our young Ramy has found. Half a rock lobster. Unbelievable. All right, now here comes Vet Luke. And he has for us, you're going to see here, folks. Luke, can you tell us anything about what you got in that? All right, you got.
Well, we got all goods. We got,
all right.
You know, the most important, the pan.
The frying pan. All right. And that's going to be filled with the hot grease, I suspect.
You betcha.
All right.
Butter.
With the butter.
We've
use
got
butter.
Paper towels.
Paper towels.
You know, clean shit up.
Including our own faces after.
You betcha.
All right.
Red Solo cup. These are multi-purpose beverages and fish and beans.
Beautiful. Red Solo cups. Okay.
Basically a bowl.
Very
Heinz
important.
brown beans.
How many cans would you bring for of those?
2 per person.
2 per person. Two.
Sorry, 1 per 2 people.
Okay. 1 per 2 people.
Yeah, bud.
So that's one for every 2. So 4 people, you need 2 cans. All right. What do we got there?
We've got some Cajun seasoning.
Beautiful. All right.
And
That's
you know,
really good.
Pair of tongs, flip the fish.
Nice.
Can opener for our beans, because we're just not roughing it enough. Should have a knife.
A big bayonet, just right into it. What's that?
Dessert.
Nice. Fruit cocktail. You boys have all the food groups represented here.
We do.
Where's the beer though? I don't see any beer around.
See, you kind of started the tutorial a little late. We drank the lake dry.
All right, we're gonna just pan back to that fella down there on the dock. that's filleting our fish. This is the Filet-O-Fish man. And it's a very careful, oh God, watch your fingers there. You don't want to zoom in too close like this because, oh my God, what are you doing with that meat? Where'd that meat just end up?
I feed that to the crayfish.
The crayfish. So this is kind of a sustainable, recyclable thing you guys are doing out here.
We like to take and we like to give it back.
That's, you know what, and that's how it all works, isn't it?
That's right. It's the circle of life.
I love it.
Us and Waltz. Waltz all over the place.
Beautiful. Well, you gotta love this place. Ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned, we're here at Black Birch, Ontario. You're getting to witness how to prepare a shore lunch. Now these gentlemen have just been out, caught over, what's the number, boys, for the morning?
Over 260, I guess?
260-ish fish. And out of those, they've selected the 6 fish that measured 13 inches. 13 inches only. What's that? Can I get a metric on that, Kyle? What's that, 13?
Metric.
Is that like 30 or?
That's like 33.
33 centimeter. That is your perfect walleye eaten fish. Now, let's go over back to the fire here and see what's going on here, gang. Now, you see how Luke has got all this little kindling all nicely piled up. And then he's taken, some native mosses, I think that is.
You betcha.
And he's lit that up on the fire. And he's going to get a little flamer going here, folks. Now, Lady Luck's on our side today. We got a little bit of wind, and that's just going to help get that fire just pumping away. What's fire need? It needs oxygen, it needs heat, and it needs
a fuel. In this case, peat moss.
Peat moss was our fuel. Our feedstock is the wood. You know that fire is just very hot smoke?
That is a fun fact.
A little factoid. I think I'm going to step back just a touch here because as you see today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm wearing some sort of polyester item that is highly flammable, and I'm feeling the flame on it already. Now that's a sweet little fire you got going there, fellas. And back down to Filet-O Kyle. Oh, watch your fingers there. Nicely done. And how many of those fish did Sean catch, Kyle?
Actually 0.
All right, so I wasn't necessarily one of the fishermen that they were. But, you know, I'm here to contribute. I do bring the tunes. And obviously, I've got the camera. And we're going to just go to a commercial break for right now because we're in a bit of a lull till Filet-O-Fish Man gets done. And we'll come back at you. Thanks very much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back from our commercial break. And here we are back at the fire. Let's have a look and see what's been going on. Aha! We have quite the fire going here. And the fish are filleted. That looks good. Alrighty. What's our next step, gentlemen? Luke, what do you got happening here?
You know, we're just going to heat up the pan and get ready to throw the butter in.
Very nice. Where's your butter? Oh yeah, we saw that earlier. There it is. Is that a salted or unsalted butter?
That's a salted butter right there. It's very soft butter. It's been sitting in some heat.
Yeah, looks yummy. What do you got in that little bag there, Kyle?
A little Cajun.
A little Cajun.
Cajun.
Cajun. Very nice.
In French.
All right. Well, we are going to try and get this on CBC Francais as well. So don't be afraid to, you know. Now, there goes the butter in there. Ooh. Looks good. Looks very good. That's a hot pan. When that butter turns brown like that, that's a hot pan, isn't it, Kyle?
Could be a little bit residue from the last time.
Oh, okay.
Well.
We didn't clean up properly. beforehand. I guess that's something you want to do. You want to think about that food safety thing happening here, or
You want to leave the flavoring.
flavoring.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that makes sense, of course, too.
A good pan gets better with age.
True. I've heard that. You shouldn't. Some pans you don't wash them, right? You just wipe them off.
Take a paper towel,
Yeah.
wipe it off.
All right. Let's go over here and have a look at what Ramey's doing. What do you got going there, buddy?
Opening up the can of beans.
All right. Get some beans getting ready. Now, how do you work those? What do we do with those things here?
Find a nice flat rock.
Uh-huh.
Put them up on the side of that flat rock and let them heat up.
All right. Well, this is already looking real tasty. I can't wait to see what happens next. We got our beans all opened up. I'm gonna just bring those over to the fire here. You're just gonna set them right there. That's all you gotta do. That's it. That's it for cooking the beans.
Simple.
Wow. What if when we go to eat lunch, everybody goes, fuck, these beans are cold?
You didn't come close enough to the fire.
That's why we're getting a couple of.
All right, I'm gonna have to bleep that little piece out there. Ah, a few more sticks. There we go. All right, Kyle, you just grabbed a couple fillets there. You've thrown it in the bag. I saw you do a bit of a mixing mode. There it is, yeah. All right, the reason for that, just to get everything mixed up nice and make sure your batter.
Throughout the whole
right.
fish. You want to make sure you're putting the skin down.
Nice. You just lay those in there. A little bit, needs to heat up a bit.
A little cold.
Should hear a little bit of sizzle, I guess. Is that?
That's what we're after.
All right. So how do we do that? What do we got to do to get some more sizzle happening here?
Oh, we put it back on the heat, you know.
All right. Turn up the heat.
The knob here on the side.
Yeah, all right. Turn that up a little bit. Put it to high. Might as well have it on high. All right. We got everything all washed up there?
Yes, sir.
So anyway, you know, when we broke for a commercial there, when the rookie kicked over the glass of our fillets, so he had to go back down in the lake and clean them up. So it's all good though. All right, now we're back to cooking with filet o Kyle. Very nice fillet. You know, I've always thought a good fillet looked like a nice pair of pants, and that one on that one side does. Looks like a perfect pair of pantalons.
Pantalones.
Very nice. Okay, so only 3 go in there at a time.
Well, unless you had a bigger bag, of course.
Right. Well, makes sense, you know. You want to make sure they're coated, because I'm sure that's the trick to this whole thing. Gosh, folks, I don't know if your lips are starting to quiver, but I'll tell you, I'm just salivating here watching this. This is unbelievable. We're here at Birch Lake, Ontario, in an unknown destination for all of you, but we've caught ourselves some nice fish. Well, somebody caught us some nice fish, and somebody just stepped on a coal, I think. I can't say for sure, and we won't even go there any further. But we're back to frying up these lovely little 13-inch filet o walleyes. So let's see, we had 6 fish. That makes 12 fillets. Is that right, Kyle?
We actually only had 5 fish.
Oh. We lost one.
We actually had 7.
I might have lost the fish. I'm not sure, but I think that's what he's insinuating. And you know, we'll see.
Rookie move.
Hey, I held the walleye lead for like 20 minutes this morning. I'll just have you know.
Is that
real
the
skinny,
size?
the skinny one. Yeah. Not the weight.
What's the new size, anyways?
26 would have to. Well, 25 and a half would do it.
But who holds the current record?
You.
Oh, that's right.
It's you, isn't it?
25.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Filet o Kyle. Record holder walleye. I think you're also the northern record holder right now.
That is correct.
What size is that one?
That's a little 30-incher.
30-incher.
Nothing too large.
Have we got that in the fry pan there too, or?
No, we don't.
All right.
We don't eat big ones. We only eat 13 inchers.
And what do you figure 90% of the fish in this lake are over in size?
Oh, I would say at least
19
16 to 22.
16. So, in fact, then you're taking out kind of like, what would you call that? Sort of the 10% baby population?
We're eating the baby.
Or,
I prefer to eat babies every day.
all right. Wow. That's why we're here. That's why we're going to have a lovely little lunch here on Black Birch Lake of 13-inch walleye fillets. Damn, those look good. Now, do you worry about fat with this diet, Kyle, that you're on here?
It's a concern.
You know, is this something you think about at all, or?
Not when we're out here.
All right.
We try and get the low-fat beans.
All right.
Extra butter, low-fat beans.
All right, we're just going to rip over here to the rookie. What do you got in your hands there, Rook?
We have our utensils
Okay.
and our bowls.
Our
using
bowls.
red solar cups.
Really? All right.
Yep.
And I guess I'm going to get to see this.
Yep.
All right.
Those beans
We'll
are
come back to that, I guess, when dinner's
Not all
ready.
the filler?
No, there's another cooked on bag. But those beans don't even look like they're cooking. Who's on bean control here?
Well, that's something I was questioning earlier, but
You got the tongs in your hand.
I've given them a spin, but yeah, we can get them in deep.
Yeah, there's a spot there.
Get the
Nice.
heat
Yeah.
on them.
oh gosh, what are you doing there now, Kyle? Oh, they're right in the fire.
Get the heat on 'em.
So my fear that the beans might be cold, is that coming to fruition? And now we're taking countermeasures.
Yep.
Damn, look at that fish, ladies and gentlemen. That is
We're actually making
13-inch
fish nuggets here today. If it's better
Northern
than sold,
Ontario walleye. Not 14, not 15, not a 12, 13-inch. Damn, those look good.
We had to catch 265 fish to find
13.
13 fish. These 13 inches.
That's a son of a gun. Get back in on
Bit of a
those beans.
delicacy out here.
Let's see if anything's happening with those beans there yet. Oh, I see some buffing, I
Some
think.
bubbling.
A little bit of bubbling. That's probably a good sign.
I think you want to just stick them on the napkin for now.
I think we're doing an afternoon spin.
all right.
I don't know where you want to put them on. But... Yeah, where's
Put them on a flat rock. Put them on a flat rock, like up there. You'll be just fine. All right, here we go.
Put it down up here. Up here?
Right where the ants are.
Yeah. Okay, well.
Anyway, there's not ants. Well,
So I'm not going there. Right here, Kyle.
all right, got a spot over there. Nice. Okay, so this is just to cool off those walleyes a little bit. We're setting the table here. I'm just going to zoom in. You're going to see some ants running around here. And
It's just extra protein.
it's yeah, it's not harmful. I agree with you. I think one's been biting the back of my neck for the last 4 days, but
If
other than that, wow, look at that. Cleaned her right up. Real nice.
the beans are heating up now, Sean. Look at that. Look at the oil over on those beans.
Oh yeah, I best get a zoom in on that. Are you happy with those yet, Kyle? Or oh gosh, oh you know what? Juice don't matter. Don't need all that juice. Nobody said keep all that juice. All right.
Ouchie.
Now,
Could use a couple more sticks here, boys.
what are you going to do with that oil you got there, Kyle? You got more walleye?
Yeah.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, I thought you were all wrapped up. All right, well, we got a break for a commercial. We'll be back in a moment, folks. Alrighty, we're back from commercial. And we're going to go over here because I saw some activity happening while we were on commercial break. And it looks like we've taken some of those walleye fillets now, and they've been put into the red Solo cup. Now, so you pour beer on this now and you guzzle it down, or what is it that makes this such a ritual using the red Solo cup?
It's tradition.
Tradition.
Yep.
All right.
born out of convenience.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Convenience and tradition.
we haven't seen it all finished off yet, folks, so let's not judge. Those cups are only half full, and we're going to go back to the fire and see what's going on. How are those beans doing back down in the corner?
They are looking fine.
Those beans do look good. By golly. Haven't seen a whole lot of bubbling, but I think we lost most of our liquid. And here we go. Folks, we're back to frying up a little bit more walleye. And we have the Filet-O-Fish Kyle. Is our head seasoner and fish dropper. That one looks like a pair of pants. That'll be a really nice fillet. That one's got a little bit shorter leg. But you want it to look like a pair of pants. You know you get all the meat off it when you do. And if you can, that part that goes right up the center where, you know, sort of your inseam would be up to your crotch, that part is typically bone, if I recall, isn't it, gentlemen?
Sure is.
That's something you're cutting out when you're doing your fillet
I go
job?
the extra length to ensure that everybody doesn't have a bone.
Yeah. Can you feel them? Is that how you know for sure?
That's right.
Okay. And then you just, I guess they're always in a ridge or a line, and you can kind of cut along that ridge or line and get rid of those bones. Wow. I'll tell you folks, it's a beautiful day out here today. I can't think of any other place I'd want to be in the world than right here at Black Birch Lake right now with all these fine gentlemen and of course your host, myself. All right, sometimes. Okay, those fish, I tell you. Kyle, did you go to some sort of training school? Is this like in Paris or something that you learned this art? Or?
Yeah, it's actually the School of Hard Knocks.
School of Hard Knocks. Oh, okay. I've heard of that school. Where's that? Near Detroit, or?
Right by Thug Life.
Okay. All right. Oh, I see the beans got
Gangster
pulled.
rap made me do it.
See, the beans have been pulled. Are we pretty happy with them now?
I think we're in pretty good shape.
Burnt labels is a good sign.
Yep, that's true. That's very true. All these little tips, folks. I hope you've all got a pen and paper at home and you're writing these things down, because this show may not air more than this one time. So we want you to learn some things while you're here. You know, good fishing to you all, of course. Always want to see somebody catch fish. I have a lot of trouble sometimes. That's probably more by action than desire. I just seem to screw things up. I don't know. All right. Oh, nice hit. The Kyle here is now getting the rest of the fillets into these red Solo cups. Boy, it looks good, guys. It looks real good. Oh.
Ready?
All right. Now I think for this activity, I'm going to just follow the rookie here and see what happens next. Is this some sort of like a buffet line we get in now here?
No, you'll be served. Actually.
You will be.
Yeah, the rookie. He's it's
Nice.
a job to serve
Nice.
veterans, originals.
Gotta love it.
Basically, whatever we
Yeah.
need.
Yeah.
It's his duty to serve us.
Now. Oh, too much juice. Too much juice.
Get the juice out.
You don't like the juice?
No. I'm not a lover of the juice. There we go. Look at that, folks. Now, okay, so we've got one walleye, roughly each, one walleye each, and then you've laid the beans on top of that. Okay. All right. Now what happens? Maybe you could just demonstrate this for me. This is really interesting. You've never seen this. You've never had this meal.
This is the real trick now.
All right.
You take your fork in there.
Yeah.
And you just give her a good mix of it.
Okay.
I'll whatever fish one's mine.
Sweet.
You wanna blend it up proper.
Okay. Break up all those fillets.
Just
Mix it evenly.
you
Beans,
just want
fillet.
a nice bean fillet goulash in there.
Damn, that looks good.
There you go.
Wow. Look at that, folks.
That is a true shore lunch.
Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, folks. Look at that. Everybody's got one here. They all got a beaner. All right. All right. Well, I'm afraid we're gonna have to sit down and eat this. And
Cheers.
that's also a secret. But thanks very much, Kyle. Filet-O-Fish Kyle, and Rookie Ramey, and Big Red. Okay, folks. I can't tell you how wonderful this is. Oh my God. Oh. Oh my God. Fresh walleye. What happened here? Oops. It's okay.
You've been to some pretty high-end restaurants, have you not?
Once or twice.
Once or twice. And so, Sean, you've been to some pretty high-end restaurants, have you not?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And good meals.
Absolutely.
How much compare this with?
Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
This is like fresh. This is right from the heart of Canada. It's in beautiful Birch Lake, Ontario. There's nothing more I can say about this place. It's just spectacular. It's loaded with fish. It's in a secret destination, and we're not going to tell you where it is because we want to come here and eat walleye every year. So, but as far as eating at restaurants, this beats the hell out of Filet-O-Fish. Thank you very much. Let's zoom in on that little baby there. Oh yeah, isn't that pretty?
He's our mosquito fighting friend.
Yep. That they is. Yeah, I wish we would get more of them. All right, now just before we leave Black Birch Lake, Ontario, we're going to deal with a very important tip, folks, and this is putting out your fire. And we can see Big Red. He just poured some nice fresh lake water on that fire, and he's going to make sure it's doused out because we have to protect this. All of this behind us here, all of this is for us to enjoy, our children to enjoy, our children's children to enjoy. And by golly, we've traveled around here a bit, and what have we seen, boys? We've seen some forest fires, haven't we? We've seen
over the years.
Seen what destruction can be caused by forest fire. So now naturally,
it's a natural part of
naturally, the rookie gets the water for the vet, and only the vet douses the fire.
The original's what?
Oh, they're a funny bunch, aren't they now? You know, one day though, you're going to be right up here at the top of the rock, don't you?
Yeah, one day. Baby steps.
All right, how's that looking?
All those rocks, eh?
I'll tell you the truth, I think I'm just about ready for a swim.
They are.
Those rocks heat right up there, so that's the real challenge. It's not just fire you have to be worried about.
True enough. I think we're looking pretty good there, though.
Yep.
Gosh, I don't know. Viewing audience, can you see anything we need to be dealing with here? Oh, he's going to do it one more. Okay, that's the smartest thing, ladies and gentlemen, you can do. Might as well throw on one more bucket load, or in our case, fry pan load. As you can see, it's just draining out right back into the river. So this is sort of one of those recyclable things too, isn't it? Because now you got some carbon going back into the water. It's feeding those lily pads there that feed the fish that feed us that beautiful lunch in a red Solo cup. And I think we got it. All right, thanks very much, everyone. Once again, we're dealing with Sean here on the river and on the Black Birch Lake, and we've just shown you how to do a shore lunch, put out your fire, and now we're heading out swimming. So thanks very much for joining us. Bye for now.